They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Temple Owls, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and Lincoln Financial Field. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Temple Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Florida Atlantic about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Temple's offense will take the field first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Guys, let's think for just a moment about Temple. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Makes the grab. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Temple! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Florida Atlantic's offense has the ball for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
Power football with the run. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense win.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had it.
He lost one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Here's the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
First down here for the offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Trying to get behind the defense. Defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. To the air on 1st down. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Owls.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Leaves it with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Owls want to pick up the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They need the 40 to convert here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Might as well give it to him again. Gets it past the marker. Still running at the 40. Gashes the heart of the knee. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Owls! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Vincent. There he goes. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Vincent. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Temple is holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Rides the back and leaves it. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Florida Atlantic races to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man to the left. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. The offense cashing it in on that drive. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now.
Breaks into the open. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating.
Touchdown, Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy. They all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the back. Touchdown, Owls. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Webb. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And the Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. Took a shot as he threw.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They go to the ground. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole play.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. They'll try to run it in. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Owls! Fitted in the window for the score.
When you get in the red zone, your quarterback and wide receiver have to be on the same page, and they are. Look at the out route. Look at the timing. Ball hits him, perfect placement. He walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Westbrook. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Let's go. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Bunch formation for these receivers.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Quarterback making adjustments. The snap sets up the throw. Unloads it left. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm. And
turning it on! Oh my goodness, he's still moving! And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys. They usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
He'll bring it out. It's Blue. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the grab close to the logo. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking downfield very late in the half. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He's got the back in the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Philly. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Lincoln Financial Field.
Temple will try to boot this one deep to get the second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether...
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Hand off from the shotgun. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Now he's looking to throw it. Moving out of the pocket. Got his man. And into the end zone. Who gets a hook? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. The give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
29 Philly.
Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. It's a seam wide open. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
That last big play has them in business. Just outside the red zone, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Give to the running back.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Makes the grab. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. He's got an open man. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Temple. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me succeed.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Well, you just couldn't find a much better way to start the drive. 1st and goal from the 3. And on 1st down, they're running out the field goal unit. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points, because this dude is automatic.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody...
Oh, he's got some space. Oh. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll run it from the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He's got the tight end. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Pressure coming. The throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Guys, it's Temple with the lead here at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to power their way ahead. Smashes ahead. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Change our set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
And the Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. A strike downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Grab near the marker. It's Westbrook. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The Owls started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. They've got this game in hand, but maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good.